Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I recently put up a poll asking which what if you guys would like to see for Halloween. Well, this one won, so here we are. This will be what if Vegito never defused. Just before we begin, I'd like to remind you all to subscribe and ring the bell if you enjoy what I do here. It really does help me out. I'd also like to let you all know that I'm now on Patreon. If you guys feel like supporting me, you can do so there. The link will be in the description. Thank you very much. We begin our story during the battle with Super Buu, or Buuhan to be more specific. Vegito has been absorbed by Buu, but managed to keep himself separate from him by raising a barrier at the perfect moment. Now, for this what if, we're going to forget that the Super Retcon ever happened, and go with things as originally intended. Instead, Vegito maintains his barrier inside Buu's body, and as a result, he stays fused together. Vegito effortlessly fights his way out of Buu's body, cutting everyone free, including the innocent Buu. Upon escaping, he sees that Buu has shrunk. Kid Buu immediately tries to blow up the planet, and Vegito isn't taking any risks. He knocks the blast away and challenges Buu. Now, as in the original, Kid Buu creates a huge energy ball, but this time Vegito is enough to redirect it. He turns Super Saiyan 2 and kicks the ball into space, before appearing before Buu and blasting him out of existence with a Big Bang attack. Kid Buu is gone, and Vegito asks for him to be brought back as someone good one day, so he can fight him again. With the help of the Namekian Dragon Balls, everyone killed by Buu is revived, and Earth is restored to its original state. With the third wish, Vegito wishes for everyone to forget about Majin Buu. He teleports back to Earth, and although everyone is shocked at first, they hail him as a hero. 4 years pass, interrupted only by a brief incident involving Vegeta's brother, Tarbell, which is quickly resolved by Vegito. At this point, Beerus has woken from his slumber with visions of a Super Saiyan God. Vegito is most likely at Bulma's birthday party when he arrives on Earth. As usual, Buu irritates Beerus, and everyone, including Vegito, is just about floored by the God of Destruction. But he obviously puts up more of a fight than either of his two halves would have. Shenron is summoned, as always, and the path to becoming a Super Saiyan God is revealed. The problem is, there are nowhere near enough Saiyans to get the job done. Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and the pregnant Videl all step forward to help, but they're still one Saiyan short. That's when Vegito remembers Tarbell. He uses instant transmission and Kaio's help to find him, and bring him to Earth. The Battle of Gods is much more climactic this time, with Vegito's sheer power giving Beerus the greatest challenge of his life. But when the dust settles, as always, Beerus is victorious, as Vegito drops out of Super Saiyan God, exhausted. Beerus does decide to spare Earth, but only for the food, of course. Time passes, and Frieza is inevitably revived. Vegito is away training with Whis and making astonishing progress. But on Earth, Resurrection F plays out as it always has. But when Vegito arrives, he easily dominates Frieza. Whis doesn't have to rewind time because with this mixed mindset, Vegito just destroys him. Soon after, Champa comes to visit Beerus, beginning the Universe 6 tournament arc. Universe 7's lineup consists of Vegito, Piccolo, Majin Buu, Goten, and Trunks. Vegito wanted to give the boys a chance to try and get them to focus harder on their training. Majin Buu obviously fails the written exam, so the tournament gets underway without him. Vegito is up first and rings out Botamo, and he's followed up by Frost. Vegito underestimates him and is hit by Frost's poison, draining him temporarily, while Frost knocks him out of the ring. Piccolo goes next, and that goes the same way as the original. Of course, Jaco notices the underhanded tactic, but instead of being disqualified, Trunks wants to teach him a lesson. Trunks turns Super Saiyan and clobbers Frost out of the ring. During the following fight against Megetta, Trunks quickly realizes that insulting him works wonders. Trunks wins this fight easily. He's definitely Vegeta's son. Next up is Trunks vs Kaba, and Kaba is losing. It's then that Vegito interjects by shouting out about destroying Kaba's planet when he loses. This riles Kaba up and he turns Super Saiyan in a burst of rage. This takes Trunks by surprise, and he gets knocked out of the ring. Goten is up next, and the battle is pretty even. I'm gonna say that Goten wins here though. I'd like to think that Vegito has been training the boys to an extent, and as Trunks only lost by being surprised, it makes sense that the stronger Goten would take victory, if only just. Unfortunately, Goten's next fight is against Hit. He doesn't get much of a chance to fight before being easily knocked out of the ring. Luckily for Universe 7, Vegito was reinstated. As we're following the manga continuity here, as always, and Hit is taken out by clever Goku tactics in the manga rather than brute force, I'm going to say that Hit's time skip probably doesn't even affect Vegito even at Super Saiyan God level. Hit loses and the arc ends with Universe 6 getting its Earth back. Not long after this, Trunks arrives in his time machine. He is very beat up and freaks out when he sees Vegito, but soon everything is explained to Trunks and he calms down, but finds the revelation that Vegito is his father and Goku permanently fused together, hard to take. He explains that Vegito has been destroying his future, a future in which both Goku and Vegeta are long dead. Vegito returns to the past with Trunks, where he encounters and easily defeats Vegito Black, before he's saved by Zamasu and turns into Vegito Rose. Vegito still manages to kick Zamasu away and teleports away. He and Trunks take Mai and make a tactical retreat to the past, where Vegito tells Trunks about the Mafuba. This time around, Trunks goes to learn the Mafuba. Vegito knows he's the only one still capable of destroying Vegito Black, so Trunks should be the one to seal Zamasu. This time, the plan goes off without a hitch. Trunks isn't about to make Goku's mistake when the fate of his world is on the line. Vegito uses the same tactic Vegeta uses in the manga, transforming into a Super Saiyan God and turning blue on contact. Vegito Black is overwhelmed and eventually destroyed with a final Kamehameha, ending the threat once and for all. Trunks and Mai are grateful that Vegito Black is finally gone, but Vegito isn't yet satisfied. Trunks' universe has been ripped apart by Zamasu, and there's no way to bring anyone back. But then he realizes that new Namek is still around. That's right, in the manga, Goku Black only attacked Earth and a few unnamed planets, so planet Namek should still be intact. Vegito takes Trunks there, and 3 wishes are made on the Dragon Balls. To put Earth back the way it was before Vegito Black appeared, to revive everyone killed by Vegito Black and Zamasu, and to revive everyone killed by the cyborgs. Vegito takes Trunks home, where he's greeted by not only his mother, but his father, as well as Gohan and all of his friends. Obviously the gang in the future are incredibly weirded out by Vegito, but it looks like the future timeline is finally set to be a happy one. Vegito returns to his timeline. Since Zamasu has already been taken care of here, there's no real threat, until the Tournament of Power is announced. Universe 7 scrambles to make a team, but finally settle on Vegito, Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, 17, 18, Ten Shinhan, Master Roshi, Goten, and Trunks. With those two a little bit more brushed up on their training, they were the perfect choice. Yamcha and Chaozu are left in charge of Number 17's island, and good luck to them. The tournament mostly plays out as usual, with a few exceptions. Goten knocks Frost out of the ring, eager to fight him like Trunks did. This time, Gohan has to hold his own against Toppo, while Vegito fights Jiren. Goten and Trunks fuse together to eliminate Kefla at Super Saiyan 3, knocking her out of the ring, but then getting eliminated himself by Dispo. Number 17 is the one to finally knock Dispo out of the ring this time around. Gohan's fight against Toppo is hard fought, but eventually comes to an end when, with a quick distraction from Number 17, he sacrifices himself to take Toppo out. Vegito fights a long and hard battle against Jiren, but eventually manages to knock him out of the ring, using Goku's energy control technique to hold Jiren still long enough for Number 17 to blast the ring out from under him. Obviously, Vegito and Number 17 make the wish for the eliminated universes to be restored, and life goes on as normal. In the coming few months, Vegito finds himself teleporting around the universe, trying to find a challenge. Without anyone on his level to spar with, and while taking a break from training with Whis, he's growing restless. He's made a few jumps to strange or higher energy at this point, when he comes across an energy that feels different. Upon arriving at Planetoid Vampa, Vegito meets Paragus and Broly. He rescues them, bringing them to Earth, where they meet the whole group. Everything is going really well, with Paragus grateful for the save, until Vegito reveals that he's the result of a fusion between the Saiyans Kakarot and Vegeta. Becoming furious, Paragus sends Broly after Vegito, who redirects the fight to the Arctic. While the fight is very one-sided from start to finish, I should point out that this time Paragus does indeed get killed off by a stray energy blast, setting Broly off into his legendary Super Saiyan transformation. Vegito is forced into Super Saiyan Blue to contend with Broly, but ends up knocking him out rather than trying to kill him. Once Broly is awake and calm, Vegito takes him to Whis, where he can further learn to gain control over his immense power. Later, when Moro escapes from prison, Vegito ends up teleporting straight to him this time. He has the power to wipe out Moro before he becomes a big threat. Once he notices that his energy is being drained, Vegito blasts Moro away with a final Kamehameha, ending him for good. Now, without a revived Frieza, Granola doesn't learn of the surviving Saiyans, and continues to work for the Heaters in the background. And finally, Dragon Ball Super Superhero plays out as it always does, with the only differences being the notable absence of Chilai and Limo. Now, I don't know what's next for Dragon Ball Super, or whether it will continue after this point, but for now, finally, the end of Z chapters come around. Vegito riles up Oob, who starts to unlock his power. Once Vegito is satisfied, the two fly away from the tournament, ready for more adventures to come their way. And that's the end of our story. If you've gotten this far, thank you very much. I really hope you all enjoyed this What If. If you did, please don't hesitate to drop me a like and subscribe. Happy Halloween, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.